So, people are too dependent on money. And, if you're somebody who wants to elevate and get rich and be successful, the plan is to be able to take people with you. And I know for a fact that I'm somebody who can do this, but take people with me, and I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you that, the normal process, what somebody does to think that they have to, get a job, right? You have to have a good resume. You have to have good style. Well, okay. Well, if you have your own business, then you don't need a resume and good style. And, when it comes to a business, you basically get customers. They don't care who you are if you're giving them something. So right now, everybody's online shopping and searching, right? Let's say that, you see somebody online and you find a way, these people are looking for a TV, right? And imagine if you're looking for a TV online, right? And then somebody comes along and is like, yo, I can get you that TV cheaper than you were going to buy it for. Coupon. So look, that's what I'm saying, is that there's this action right now where people by themselves, they're trying to do something. They're going about their little scheme, their little way. And you're coming along and you're telling people, look, you don't got to even do that. There's an easier way, a better way. And that's how I see us as online collaborating digitally. And I'm someone from America who's living in Japan, and I have these two networks. And I know for a fact that when I introduce these people, we produce this way where, look, it doesn't even have to do the thing you were trying to do. There's an easier way. So look, first, what I'd love to do is introduce myself. My name's Nate, right? But I'd love to find out about you. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you like? Right? And, just the way you'd want things, human-centered, the way, we're building a world, essentially, and you're saying these things that you want, you're about, and we can cater things to you. You know what you need? You need an online digital marketing campaign built for you. That's just on autopilot, getting people, and putting money in your bank account. But you don't really see those things because what you have a schedule. And not only are these people your customers and paying you money, but they're putting their time in a schedule so that when you wake up on your smartphone, you've got meetings for the day. And you talk to these people, and, if you've talked to them in the past, then chances are you're going to come up with next level things because, see, when it comes to you and your ascension, it's about you building your personal brand and the community you live in. You're going to introduce people in that community to us. You're going to be the one to meet them, and in the process, you'll introduce their business. But see, you're meeting them, and then you're introducing to us. So from our area, outside your area, we're getting a view into what it's like. We're creating a mind map on the inside of our mind. And then when you're coming along and you're sharing video and introducing people, you're making our mind map that much better, because that's what we're doing. We're engineering the inner world, and this is how you make change on the outer world. Everything is flowing. So, look, the best thing you could think of is that you're getting to meet more people, but every time you meet these people, you're going to be seen for who you are as you're introducing yourself through your personal brand. See, the new people you get introduced to, it's all about that, right? And the people you've known up until this point, well, people you have a common history with, that's not as important as a common future. And if there's people from your past that are in the way of the future you want, then you've outgrown those people. And you can see them again, but for now, you got to focus on the people where you want to be. And then in the future, when you have what you want to be, you can invite these people from your past into your space of abundance. Because, hey, if we could right now, we would help these people. But, you can't help people that don't help themselves. But at the same time, the only reason why we're in a position we are is because of these people. the lessons, nothing is an accident. The place we chose, okay, the name, not the names, but the parents we have, okay, our families, and then there's what we were born into, but then there's what we create, and so all of that was necessary, and we're engineering diversity, so that means that we're gathering the different strengths of different elements, okay? And see, you have to be fully who you are as an element. But even before that, right now, you might be somebody who's living in your right brain or living in your left brain more, right? And out of balance. And you could be exposed, right, to opposite extremes of what you're used to. And developing a balance within that, you need to come back, engage the senses that have been dulled, because right now we are not able to be as free as we want to be, right? But everybody can be at their computer. So look, we can use this online digital connection from our computer to be meeting at a time we can't. And we can use this as everything, as our school, our business, our personal development. Because what we're preparing for is this digital identity that's hooked up to the internet, to smart contracts. Our conversations are mining crypto. People have a reason to pay attention to our conversations. Because if someone in another country, because they know if they have conversations in ours, they're going to develop their personal brand, they're going to have real information that they can tap into, and their conversations are going to generate crypto. I mean, look, the thing is that when it comes to crypto, we're talking about a coin. And the coin is information. But the information we want is when two people come together. So you are not joining based on the money you pay. Your contribution is the information you offer. Your name, your age, your sex, your height, your place, whatever. All the information, your TV shows, your likes, your dislikes. This is the authenticity people crave. It's you. So you have an incentive to be authentic. And that my community is going to show how that, nothing goes to waste. We put everything to the highest use it could be. And you'll see with your information how companies are using your information that you communicate for them to sell you to get rich. And you need to know how to sell yourself. And see, when it comes to communities, if we've all sold ourselves in the sense that, this is my Nate exchange. I know everybody personally. I've had a conversation. I can attest to each person. And the trust is that they've met me on my transparent journey through my personal brand of my time growing up in America and New York, and then adventures, being in the city, and then, going to Japan, and then coming back to America and the city and realizing I need to go to Japan, so getting married and having businesses. And, the place in Japan I live is just phenomenal with technology and engineering. And it's the thing, we need to really respect how Japan, it can be a self-sufficient place. And people's true colors are being shown, because if you're not sovereign, right, and then you're going to be forced to do something against your will, because it'll be explained for the greater good. But, freedom is the greater good. You need to be sovereign, okay? Sovereignty has to develop your own self-sufficiency. But if you're foregoing your self-sufficiency to be in a group, well, in a way, I'm kind of asking you to do that in this sense. But you see, no, we're not, because you're still sovereign in my group. And I'll never ask you to compromise your beliefs. And as a matter of fact, your beliefs are what's on display. We're going to grow, you're going to develop a way that you can get people to join you on your sovereignty and grow within that stable foundation, because we're talking about you building something that's going to last long, right? And these are the elements that go into lasting long, and that's what Japan is too. It's preservation of history, and there is a huge history here. And, as Americans, we have to recognize we do have a righteous history, but it's not a long history. And, there's a contradiction there when there's a short history, but we're trying to create long history things. But you see, the opposite is the flash in the pan, but we go for the slow burn. So look, but we're on wisdom's time. So, wisdom came from a long haul, and our personal histories, right? Well, we honor, that's all that's in our power to do, regardless of the people that came before us, right? So it is what it is, our situations, but regardless of what it is, we classify what it is, we empower it, we give it its opposite, we make a balance, we're remaking what the system will be that you're going to take into the future. So start it today. Let's talk about this now. We want to interview you. We want to give you information of what you can expect in Japan. And right now, you're going to develop this personal brand that we're going to take to the future. So take care. Nate Raymond. Let's collaborate. You know what I'm saying. And it's going to be effortless, easy. This is Nate Dogg. You never got this kind of value from people because nobody ever came to Japan like I did. It's such a wild card, but your network is your net worth. You gotta really understand that. And this is gonna be an ongoing thing. Radio show, YouTube channel, school for people to join, and online marketing campaign powered by ClickFunnels. My plan is to run this ClickFunnels campaign, have the marketing, right? And then, that marketing though, right? When I'm getting people, it's based on my ability, my team in Japan, for us to attract Japanese people, and then my ability for me to attract English-speaking people, and to be allowing a way for people to find international collaborations so they can run their ClickFunnels campaign. And as an affiliate of ClickFunnels, and we all become affiliates, then we make money doing that. And ClickFunnels has really stood the test of time. I've tried to avoid paying the fees, but I think we're going to use ClickFunnels to its thing. And that's the thing. You could do a ClickFunnels campaign, but why aren't you, right? And that's why, right? You could do it really soon. There's a 14 days free. We're going to get it so as soon as we launch our 14 days free campaign, we're going to hit the ground running on day one, prepared to offer maximum value to customers. And, I'm so happy that I've been somebody. See, I'm not saying it's because I'm the best person, right? It doesn't matter about that. It matters about just what you've done, what it is, right? And that potential for growth. And the growth potential is huge because it's unending, never ending. Whereas any other thing you might be doing, right? If you really look into its future, is it a dead end? Is it not? Is it vulnerable? What's really going to stand the test of time? Your personal sovereignty comes first. So look, this is how, without our personal brands, a Japanese person can't connect to America, and you can't connect to Japan unless I personal brand people. So you got to respect the value here. We're talking about relationships, right? There's brands we know and trust, like Coca-Cola, right? But you go to Coca-Cola, you try sending them a message, no one's sending it back to you. This is relationship management, okay? So you are a personal brand. If somebody sends you a message, you send it back. You can talk to people. Do you understand? Like, that is something, you can't have a conversation by yourself. You can't have a fight by yourself, but we're not fighting. But this is a mental war because your dream won't just happen by yourself. No one's in charge of your power but you, but we make it easy for this to be. We give a system where there was none before, and we're incorporating this culture from Japan. We're talking like a dojo culture, right? And this is a dojo, but a mental dojo. But go out there. How many mental dojos are out there? They might have some, but this is serious business because we're uniting this mind, body, and soul, but we're calling it health, wealth, and relationships. And so, what I'm saying is that there's this mystical, mythical, spiritual, but there's also a practical and everyday. And somebody who's not mystical and mythical and spiritual can still appreciate the practical. And someone who is practical, right, they can then be in a situation to get spiritual because practical people need to have that practicality met first. And we're really trying to unite people, but understanding that opposites attract. There are, in fact, the opposite of you out there. And in the wrong setting, the opposite of you is going to be starting an argument. But you need to see diversity as a strength in people who are different from you. If instead of fighting, we go for collaboration, we're going to have a peaceful world. So we're going to talk more about this. You see my eyes messed up. Nate Raymond, peace.